For these questions, you're going to find the measure of the missing angle. These questions are going to be very similar to what you did when you were finding complementary angles, or those two angles that are put together to make a right angle. But these are called supplementary angles, and that's when two angles come together to make a straight angle. When you have supplementary angles, it's really just going to look like a straight line across the bottom that's been bisected by a ray or a line segment. And that's because a supplementary angle comes together to make 180 degrees. And remember, 180 degrees is just a straight angle. So let's look at some examples on how we would do this. So basically, if I was going to show this as a strip diagram, I would have my parts and my whole. Well, my whole would be 180 because I know these two angles together are going to equal 180 degrees. And my two parts, one of them I don't know, which would represent this part, and this part I do know. So to find the missing part, I could just do subtraction. I could start with 180 and subtract one part, and it would leave me with the other part. So that means that this angle right here must be 122 degrees. Now, if I wanted to check my work, I could just take the two angles, add them up, and I know I would be right if they equaled 180, which they do. So let's do number 2. To find this missing angle, you just have to start with 180 and subtract 77 and 12 hundredths. So I need to fill in those placeholder zeros, and now I just need to do the math. So I end up with 102.88 degrees. And we'll do one more together. So I know that since these are supplementary angles, they're going to have a sum of 180. So if I subtract this part, I'll be left with the other part. So this would be 101 degrees. All right, you try some on your own now, and if you need help, you can come back and rewatch the video. Good luck!